The Mayor claims Britain faces economic stagnation unless another major airport is built in south-east England. Boris Johnson has long been arguing for a new hub in the Thames estuary after ministers ruled out more runways at London's current airports. But some economists have criticised his plans as incomplete. The Institute of Directors says the UK's transport infrastructure is now a complete disaster. Here's our transport correspondent, Tom Edwards.
Fog at Heathrow affected weekend flights, and elsewhere a clear vision of where aviation's going in London is still a long way off. The Mayor wants another hub airport in the Thames estuary.
As wealth and power shift to the east, the constrictions of London's hub airport are becoming ever more apparent and ever more damaging.
The capital's competitiveness, Boris Johnson says, is at risk. But would central government ever back such an expensive £50 billion project?
Today we read in the Times that ministers are refusing to back it. What do you make of it, your support from government?
Well, Tom, I'm very encouraged by the way that the debate has obviously moved. And I think we had, if you consider where we were a few years ago, this was something that was being pretty much ruled out of court. You've now got mutterings from government, at the very least, that they're looking on this with favour.
The Mayor's report spells out how London is at a disadvantage because of a lack of trade routes. To China, for example, Heathrow has 9,000 seats a week and serves 2 destinations. Frankfurt, though, has nearly double that at 17,500 seats and serves 4 destinations.
I think insufficient priority has been given to this issue by successive governments. The fact is our transport infrastructure now in terms of airports is a complete disaster. We're way behind France, we're way behind Holland, we're becoming quite a long way behind Germany and Spain. We've got to do something urgently.
This was Lord Foster's vision of a hub airport in the estuary. Economists now say the Mayor's project doesn't deal with the here and now.
You're not quite there yet because you haven't got the costings, as was pointed out. You haven't got estimated profitability. Look, it's easy to sit around and say wealth funds will provide us with money. That's what the Europeans said about their bailout fund. The wealth funds have wealth because they don't squander their wealth. So if you have a hard-headed business proposition to put to them, and if they say yes, I don't see any objection to it.
Environmentalists say the Mayor is scaremongering and a new airport would have a devastating environmental impact. But without a bigger hub, the Mayor says the capital faces economic stagnation. Tom Edwards, BBC London News.
4 people